So as you know, guys, this is it, bro. We're on our way to Nigeria, Lagos. Here we come. AFTV is coming.
Yes, I am very, very happy. I'm excited. Very happy to be taking some people back home, you know. Some people that took 3 flights to their home in Ibadan. I'm about to tell them how many flights they're about to take. So I'm very, very happy. Very happy.
So Ty, come on, man. You must be excited. Your first time in Nigeria.
Ty, do you even have a passport?
Well,
and we're live on AFTV for the full-time show, Arsenal Masterclass at the Bridge. You know, when I was writing that title, I thought, is that a little bit over the top? I don't think it is. No. We outshot them. We had more shots on target, less of the ball. The better chances were ours. We outworked them. We flipped from formation to formation. We made the right changes. I thought that was thoroughly deserved. And on the back of the form Chelsea was showing compared to the form we were showing, I don't think you could call it anything other than a masterclass. Doesn't mean we're back. Doesn't mean we've sealed top 4. But we can enjoy tonight. I'm with Lee, who definitely enjoyed tonight. How you doing, man?
Listen, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling on top of the world. Again, I don't want to go too crazy, but it's a big win against a London rival, a team like Chelsea, who almost got through against Real Madrid. So for me, I'm really, really happy, and we're going to break it down because it was a masterclass today. It was, and we have to give Arteta credit as well. Yeah,
we absolutely do. And guys, as always on the full-time show, send in your videos. The number appears on the screen throughout the show. Send them in via WhatsApp. Send in your videos. Give us your thoughts. Keep them to a minute because we want to get as many fans in as possible. But what I love about that is everyone from around the world sends in their videos and has their say. They've been up at 2 a.m, 11 p.m, 7 a.m, whatever it is. Some people get up, they watch it before work, they go, and I love it. And I'm glad Arsenal put on a show for all Gooners around the world, but especially those who... I was in Thailand a couple of weeks ago and I got up for that Palace game, 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. Heavy, but this was good. And as always, your comments are coming in on YouTube as well. Andy says, come on, you Gunners. Matoy says, we need consistency. Anton says, huge 3 points. Rex says, great result. Dancy says, come on, London is red. Rista says, reminds me of the 3-5 win. I'm very happy. Yeah, I remember that, a Van Persie masterclass. So let's talk about it. 2,000 live viewers. Smash a like on this video if you enjoyed it, because we've got some big plans for this show as well going into next season. Hopefully we'll be doing the show with some Champions League football, but we'll discuss that after. Long way to go still. So what we're going to do, we're going to bring a little bit of structure to this show, because videos come in and everyone has different things to say, different bits they want to talk about, and we want to allow everyone their chance to say whatever whenever they want. We'll go through moment by moment, starting with the starting lineup. I think it took us all by surprise, and I saw the Twitter reaction. I didn't tweet myself about it, but I did think that feels a little defeatist. Feels like he's just going for his hardest workers in the team. But wow, did they work hard?
I say, before the game started, I was actually talking to Robbie and I said, do you know what? In truth, on paper, it doesn't look like a good team. But I am actually glad that firstly, he's made the changes. And secondly, when he read the names out and it kind of like looked like a good team, I was a little bit happier than most other fans probably were. I think obviously the thing that was probably more worrying is that some of the players that were coming in were so cold and hadn't played for a little while, and some of the players that we don't really rely on. But for me, it was on the stream as well. I was a little bit happier than some of the others because of that. But I think overall, the players that came in, they stepped up, they made a statement, and again, I couldn't be prouder of the boys today.
Was it an 11? I mean, listen, we saw how the game panned out and we played some lovely football, so I don't want to take away from the quality and the talent they showed today. But was it an 11 based on work ethic and tenacity? And you say that, and without Martinelli you kind of wonder, but generally it felt like it was based on, let's make this as uncomfortable for Chelsea as possible.
Yes, I would agree. And I also think, again, to give Arteta a bit of credit, I think he had a clear game plan, and those players did that game plan. It was a clear counter-attack, obviously. It was clearly that the players that were coming in were working hard for the team, and wanted to show a bit of fight and tenacity, something that wasn't shown in the Man United game yesterday. And clearly those players came in, knew the role, and Arteta has to take some sort of credit for that, because the players that came in did the job that he wanted to do. And I think, again, going back to it, it was a masterclass.
Arsenal didn't, because yes, they defended, yes, they got deep, yes, they were compact, but do you know the team that does this, or at least over the last maybe 7-8 years have done this better than anyone, is Atletico Madrid. They're able to be compact, but you still feel like they'll keep the ball when they can, they'll hurt you when they can, they'll still get men forward. They've got this amazing way of transitioning as a team up the pitch. Not so much we're going to the bus and then 3-4 players are just going to hit you on the counter because they got tremendous pace or whatever. Arsenal had to work their way up the pitch. It wasn't just a long ball. And what I enjoyed was, listen, it's tense when watching it, absolutely, but I felt that Arsenal had moments where, listen, we saw it with the second goal, we'll go through the goals in a bit. I felt that Arsenal weren't going to compromise on their principles of playing out the back, of making Chelsea work to get the ball, of pressing high up the pitch, and that was great to see as well.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think what was good to see is that, as I said, sort of the players that came in, they made a real good impact, and I think moving forward, this is something that I think Arteta should sort of learn from and take forward. Trust the players, trust the squad, because we clearly have players that can do a job, and they will listen, and they will kind of, I would say more so, they respect him. They want to do well for him, and that's clearly shown in the game.
You reminded me of something. Let me just, apologies, I'm kind of doing this on the spot, but big up Flex, who obviously does the United View. He tweeted something, but I remember it, but I just want to read it word for word, because I thought it was so he goes, Arsenal showing they can dig in and put in a solid team performance when they were up against it form-wise. Must be nice. Saturday will be the final nail. Now, listen, looking ahead to Saturday, I don't know, but the reason I shout that out, that tweet, was because it's not just a United fan thinking, I wish my players give it that, but there's actually something in there. I'm like, if you've got a team with, I don't want to say the right culture and right all that, because they feel like buzzwords, but at least a team that actually want to be there, want to be there for the right reasons, want to go through the grind, can take knocks and bad moments and feel that there's still a way out, then you've always got a chance at a performance like that. You don't just roll over when you go to the bridge. And that's what impressed me so much. There was how do you lose to Palace, Brighton, Southampton and play at the bridge like you believe you're going to win? Yeah.
I think I was saying earlier on, it's the inconsistencies that are constantly killing us. It's those silly moments that we kind of show and sort of portray from a team like ours, which we shouldn't really be, because we have the experience. We have got some young players that are kind of showing that they can grow up right in front of our very eyes and sort of show that quality, because they do have it, and that's probably the most annoying thing. I wanted to go back to one of the points that you sort of said about the Atletico Madrid and comparing it to the sort of performance today. And I think it's really poignant and a really good fact and a really good point that today, when we were attacking, it looked very organised. They knew what they were doing. They kind of went forward with a threat and with an idea of where they need to be and what they need to do when they're attacking. Whereas when you go to maybe a lower kind of team against a big team, it's almost like hit and hope. Today it looked really good, and it looked really sort of well thought out from the players, and again it looked really good. So again, I just want to take that forward and take it into the next game against Man United, because we're going to go into it. It's such a big game. It's such a big
really
game.
is. Guys, as always, send in your videos via the number that appears on screen. It appears around here. Just have a little look out for it. We've got some clips now. Just before we do, we've got some super chats. SKL says, Xhaka is the clear man of the match. Massive respect to him today. I said it on my fan cam. Xhaka was phenomenal today, absolutely flawless. Fair play to him. Miles says, it seems like our attack gets dull when we control possession. Obviously it's great to control the ball, but we have some sharp passes and quick wingers that tend to play much sharper on the counter. I think you're finding a lot of teams are enjoying an open pitch. If you're not City and Liverpool, who are masters of controlling the ball, fashioning chances, sorry I'm hiccuping, Chelsea are pretty good at that as well. You find the likes of United, Spurs and sometimes Arsenal will prefer an open game where actually you are going to go punch for punch. So yeah, an interesting point there. Do we have any other super chats? No, not at the moment. More comments coming through. Yen says Lokonga is a talent, obviously didn't play today. El Neni stepped in, and there's someone called Stan Kroenke. I wonder if it's the real Stan. Imagine that.
Spend some money.
Yeah, El Neni is world class. Love that. Vondra says really miss Tierney. Listen, we didn't miss him today, but yes, top player. Hitsu says do it consistently now. We got some clips, guys. The number is here on the screen. Send in your videos, and let's hear what people are saying now.
All right, first things first. That was not a penalty, but I don't give a fuck. I don't care. 3 points. That's all that matters. And that second goal was the most Eddie Nketiah goal I've ever seen in my life. Bounce off your player, bounce off my player, facing the wrong direction. Oh, there's the ball. Put it in the goal! Eddie Nketiah, again. I don't give a fuck. Points! Come on!
Hello, my name is David from Tanzania. I've been watching and I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm so proud of Arsenal, and I have to say, let's keep pushing. We got this. Maybe fourth or third, maybe. We got this. Much prayers for my Arsenal team and everybody out there. Much love. Thanks so much, guys.
These are the moments that we live for as Arsenal fans. Come on, you Gunners. Yes. Have it, Matisse. Have it.
AFTV is Jay from Australia. I must say, what a win we had. You know, I mean, seriously. And I must say, big up to Helen and Charlene. Though they were wearing the same kit as I am. Last year's kit. They brought us luck. We beat Chelsea twice with this kit. So let's say big up to them. And first of all, what a performance! Nketiah proved us wrong. Every Arsenal fan has been proven wrong by Nketiah. 2 goals for his first 2 goals for him for the season, you know, and it's been good. And the Saka and Smith Rowe partnership continues. Keep scoring. After 3 miserable defeats, we are back on track for the top 4. You know, I must say, I hope we get our Tomiyasu back for the next game. And actually, we look good. We're back 5 now, you know. So yeah, I must say, yeah, big up. Moving on to the next game. Beat Man United. Cheers. Come on, you Gunners.
Hey, AFTV, Stephen and Alexander from Pennsylvania in the United States. Buzzing. What a big win for the Arsenal.
What a win.
Where has this team been? You know, where has that determination been the last couple of weeks? So proud of the boys. I want to give a special shout out to El Neni. Doesn't do anything special, but does what he's meant to do. Chief Disruptor. Odegaard, you keep on showing us what you're made of. You were excellent. Shaka, you never get praise, but you were superb. And of course, our young gunners there. Saka, Emil Smith-Rowe, Martinelli. We should have actually scored a couple more goals, but I love you Gunners, man. You've made me so happy today. Alex, what do you think of this?
Yeah, what a crucial win. Just like you said, where was this the whole last couple of games where we played? It looked like we didn't care, but today we cared, and we had a great performance today. What a team win it was. It wasn't just one player that carried us. I want to give out a big shout out to Eddie Nketiah. The fan base has been on him saying, oh, he's not scoring goals. His phone, you know, when he does this celebration, it was on airplane mode the whole time. But today he delivered. He said, I got you guys. I got you. Scoring a brace today. Big shout out to him. And I'm so proud. Hopefully we can go in. And top 4 is not finished. And I'm looking forward to the best of enemies because expressions can't run up his mouth about Robbie. So come on, you Gunners.
Come on, you Gunners. Let's beat Gunners. United on.
Big up Stephen Alexander, man, from Pennsylvania. You're right. It was just on airplane mode. Yeah. His phone was just on airplane mode. Yeah. Now it's not. We're seeing the real Eddie. Listen, he did that interview in the week. Yeah. People, listen, I don't think he's anything wrong, but people, I think, were a bit like skeptical. Just like, I think when you're hearing players talk, you're just like, I just want you to deliver. It's not that you say anything wrong, but there's that kind of immediate cynicism a little bit, if that's even the word. He delivered today. I saw that first goal that I think if a goal ever summed up Eddie Nketiah, it's kind of that.
Yeah.
Because what are his strengths? As in, I'm not saying you compare him to the best in the league when it comes to these attributes, but the things he is best at, work ethic for me, and actually finishing is one of his better attributes. And he showed that with that first goal.
Do you know what? I'll be honest with you. When he went through, I wasn't as confident as the finish was, and it's more so because he hasn't scored a league goal this season. I was very, very nervous, but he took it like so well. And for me, you have to big him up because the critics were out for him. I was on his back, and he's come through and shown that he can score goals, he can be a good striker, and he can deliver for Arsenal. Whether or not he stays on to after the season, that's another question. But more to the point, right now, he's showing that he can actually build on that performance and maybe get us another 5-6 goals, which is what we need. One of the other things I think, just to add on, which is more annoying for someone like Nketiah, is he needs maybe 3-4 chances to score a goal. Whereas today, pretty much all of his
had one cutback that he scuffed the middle, but otherwise, he was always a threat.
Big chances, all scored, and he worked really hard for that. So with the endeavour, he's actually now putting that extra bit on the goal which we need.
Did it suit him that, I'm not trying to take anything away from him, but I've got to ask the question because there's the natural, let's not go overboard as well. But did it suit him that this was a team that they want to play out the back? So there's a natural, there's someone to press. Listen, if you're playing a team that always go long, the ball's just going above you every time. So it suited his pressing style. It was a fairly open game because Chelsea were always going to take the game to us. So I guess what I'm trying to ask is, what does that say? Did it suit Nketiah this kind of game? Is he the kind of game that actually away from home you want someone that's just got his work ethic?
Yeah, I do think though we have to give him a little bit more credit because he did work really, really well today, and he did do what was required. Moving forward in other types of games, I think he has to just build on the confidence and just work. Show that he can actually get involved within the game and show that he can keep delivering what he's done today, because he's clearly shown that he can finish. He's clearly shown that he's competent in front of goal, and he's got that confidence. Even like to celebrate in fans against the fans, is cheeky. Like, not many people want to do that because they may think, oh, I'm not going to get another goal. So he's actually showing that he can produce those quality moments.
He put his arm on the flag
and those quality moments. And again, it's just really a day for him today because I was on his neck before the game.
I think everyone, a lot of people were.
And he came through and he did what he needed to do. Maybe against the lower block teams, it may be a bit of a problem because he was actually probably at fault for the second goal that we conceded because he laid it off. Was it the first?
Maybe the first, I think. But yes.
Those are things that he needs to work on. So we're not saying he's perfect or he's a finished article, but really, really good today.
We've got Connor says Eddie looked like a proper number 9 today, pressing forward, finisher, impressed today. What else have we got? Mohammed asked, where are the post-match interviews? They are coming, don't you worry. Zaxley, I think, tongue-in-cheek, says, man of the match, Lukaku, with laughing faces. I think he'd had as many touches as Ramsdale not long before he came off. What was another one? Mihail says, proud of the boys, well deserved win, credit to Arteta, brave formation change versus a big side. We're going to talk about it tactically very soon. Some more clips have just come in. We want to hear from as many of you as possible. Number appears on the screen right over here any second, so do check that out. Send in your videos. We're going to talk about where Arteta got this right tactically as soon as we come back, but let's hear what you're saying.
Come on, you Gunners. That was the type of performance that we needed today. We got the 3 points. We put ourselves in a really good position to finish in the top 4. All we need to do is beat Tottenham. That will be a very important game. I think there's still points to be dropped between now and the end of the season for all teams. So if we make the most out of each game and we beat Tottenham, we give ourselves a huge chance to get back into the top 4. Eddie Nketiah is looking to be like a solid striker. On my last video here, I was giving him banter and, telling him that he wasn't playing well, but today he played very well. And, big up to the team. Huge 3 points. Let's go. Come on, you Gunners.
Evening, boys. Knowles here, West London. First off, yeah, what a fantastic win. I definitely didn't see it coming after the 3 results that came before it. Absolutely disastrous. Absolutely deserved. First half was calamity. I thought 2-2, I was like, oh, they're going to blatantly get a goal here before the first half. It's just typical us that we'd go in 3-2 behind, but we managed to keep our composure, get to half time, and we looked defensively pretty sound, to be fair. Holding sorted himself out. Tavares didn't sort himself out because he was an absolute fucking horror show in the first half as well, again, bless him. But yeah, an absolute deserved win, and I tell you what, it would feel a lot better walking up to my seat at the Emirates Stadium on Saturday night. That's coming after a big win like that. We just got to use it as a season sort of turning moment, really. And yeah, bring on.
Hey Arsenal Fan TV, this is JR all the way from St. Lucia in the Caribbean. Just like to say it was a great win today. Definitely want to big up Mohamed El Nene. I thought he really showed up the midfield. You know, it wasn't the greatest of games, a lot of loose passes on both teams' side, but I think we capitalized on it. And you know what, Eddie? I think you showed us that you're a true goal poacher is something that we need. Maybe not the answer to our squad moving forward, but I definitely think there's a squad place for him. Other than that, you know, Emil Smith-Rowe, Bukayo Saka, boy, these are the boys. So you know what, big up Arsenal. Let's move on to the next game. It's going to be a tough one, but if we play like this, I think we can continue, push on, push forward, and get top 4.
Chelsea 2, Arsenal 4. Just when it looked like it's all slipping out of our control, we pull in an away performance like that. I want to speak about Arteta, because I know he's come under a lot of criticism in terms of the structure and tactics and mistakes he has definitely made in the last 3 to 4 games. But I think it's evident when you watch us this season that there's a culture difference, and it's something that we haven't seen in a very long time. It's why the fans are so, I have the back of the players so much. I like players like Nketiah, Holding today, outstanding. El Neni in midfield, outstanding. Players like this that I believe are surplus to requirements in terms of where we want to go, but putting in a shift and still feeling a part of this squad. I think Arteta deserves big credit for that. Look, what we're going to see in the next few weeks is our will is going to be tested. We have to get a result against United at home. We have to go to West Ham away and turn them over. So if we make top 4 from here, I know we almost bottled it, but we're going to have to earn it. I'm just pumped, and I'm counting down the days to the United game. Come on, Arsenal, we're still in this. Come on.
Yeah, this is Saka Town, mate. Saka Football Club. London is red now, you know. I like that how, and then he held that up, you know. He's a mature player there. That's what we need, man. He'll do the job. He'll be firm with us for real. Back 3, smashing, Holding, held it in there, made the difference. I like that. Tavares, better, you get me. Confidence coming back, you know, slowly, and it's all looking good again, isn't it? It's all looking good. This was the game, which is exciting things. This was the game that could, you know, make the difference again. Yeah, the Tottenham game coming up. So that's it. Nketiah, he's got his chance now. That's a running. If he gets a couple today, couple then. Next thing you know, he's the top, you know what I mean, striker, top goal scorer. You know, give him a good chance now to the end of the season. It would let the boys rotate a bit. I like that Martinelli second half. I know he didn't have an impact, but I like that strategy, Arteta, you get me? Yes, London.
Everyone's in fine voice,
it.
enjoying themselves.
Loving it.
It's brilliant. Today showed why experience is important in midfield. Just having 2 people doing the basics right, says Black Caesar. Yeah. Was there another super chat? No. Comments keep coming in. Keep sending in your videos. Is it time to look at this tactically?
Yeah.
I think it's time. Let's have a little look. Take it to the tactical pad. What I loved about this from Arteta today, and I'm gonna a little bit do the whole I told you so. Yeah. Just a little bit. I felt Arteta might go for a system today in which he could flip between a back 4 and a back 3 and judge the game as it goes without having to make substitutions to have an impact. And that's what I liked about today. I've got here Arsenal in a 4-2-3-1, which for a lot of the first half they did, but I'm very deliberately showing it as a 4-2-3-1 because we've seen Arsenal under Arteta do this a lot, where actually El Neni is the sort of the pivot, or Lokonga or Partey, with Odegaard on the right, Xhaka on the left of him, and playing more the sort of trying to replicate what Man City do. Tavares, White, more inverted or whatever. But he didn't go with that today. He purposely went with Odegaard up in the number 10 role to press alongside Nketiah. So it meant we had this block of four constantly chasing Chelsea down. And what I liked about it was, let's just show them here. Oh, you can see I'm normally used to doing this on Tactical Insight. We had that four constantly pressing their back three. Nketiah obviously wins the ball of Christensen. We get the first goal. But what he did as well throughout is he allowed Arsenal, when the going got tough, which it did for a lot of the second half, to drop back into the back five, holding White, Gabriel as the back three, Saka at wing back, and then Odegaard, Elneny and Xhaka were very narrow there. And Arsenal basically said to Chelsea, I think they sensed, because they actually started with Saka right wing back, I think they sensed early in the game, Chelsea don't look quite up for this. We're having a bit more joy, we're winning a lot of our duels. Saka got forward up the pitch. The first half was probably, whilst a joy for Arteta in terms of some of the football we played, we got into these areas quite well. Obviously Smith Rowe scored, Odegaard was having a lot of joy outside the Chelsea penalty area. Whilst he was probably thinking we scored 2 goals, brilliant, he's probably thinking this is too open for my liking. If we tighten it up, we will get a chance, and we just got to take it. And we did, and Nketiah scored. But a lot of the game was played in this shape here. And what he did was he then brought off Nketiah, recognised he was tiring, and let's find Gabriel Martinelli wherever he is. Went with Martinelli up front, so he naturally had still that little bit of pace with Martinelli as the outlet. He then recognised Smith Rowe starting to tire and brings on Cedric, where is he? To right wing back. Saka's the other now pacey outlet, so we've got 2 pacey players up top. And then he brings on Lacazette with literally minutes to go, and it has very little impact. But key to it was making sure that Elneny and Granit Xhaka once again were close together, still pressing but close together, and there was always one who could sweep up. Whether it was Holding who pressed, those two came inside. Whether it was Gabriel who came across to press because Tavares went up the pitch, there was always a 4 waiting to cover. It was a system in which the players had to be very intelligent and react to where the ball was, react to the tempo of the game. They had to feel it out. They had to feel it out. And I didn't obviously see this for myself. We watch it without commentary. But one of the journalists tweeted that Arteta and Xhaka are in constant dialogue, and that doesn't surprise me whatsoever. It's something he does with Odegaard as well. Those are the two kind of players that almost captain the team to victory. And that's what it is. You can't say Arsenal played one formation or another, or did it in one particular way. They responded to everything as the game went on, and it was brilliant to see. One thing though Chelsea did do differently, they had Reece James as the right centre back, and I wonder whether that, obviously Azpilicueta scores, getting in the box, fair play to him, I can say that because we won, but I wonder whether maybe they lost a little bit of an attacking outlet and missed the chance to really target Tavares. So I thought I had a good game, but defensively maybe is the one you can get at, and they didn't put Reece James on him, so maybe that worked for us as well. But yeah, well done Arteta, well done Arsenal. That was, I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of what I expected him to do. I thought Tomiyasu would be fit, I got that wrong. I'm not surprised he brought Elneny in. I tweeted that was going to be my predicted 11, that Elneny would be there. But yeah, otherwise I wasn't expecting Smith Rowe, Odegaard and Martinelli behind him. What did you make of it tactically?
Do you know what? It was actually quite funny because for someone like Elneny and Xhaka to be in the centre of the pitch, we actually had a lot of control. Yes, we had a lot of misplaced passes, but that was probably more so due to the sort of the rushing of the defence and just trying to clear it. But we did have some shaky moments, and there was a point where I think we had 20% and Chelsea had 80% possession for a 10-minute spell. So it was clearly a point where we were just changing those formations that you sort of spoke about, and switching from the 4 to the 5, having the sort of wing backs a bit further back. But it clearly worked, and we stifled them, especially in the second half. I didn't really feel any threat from them, and that was because we were so solid. We had that kind of flexibility. We stretched them. And I think someone said even in their sort of fan cam, we should have scored more goals because of that flexibility within that formation. And it was really good to see. It was good to see that the flexibility of Arteta is there, and he can sort of learn from those sort of really silly decisions that he's made before, whether it was this season or in seasons gone past. It was good to see, and one of the standouts for me was Saka. He worked tirelessly.
Oh, his work ethic was unbelievable.
On the right hand side, when he went forward on the left hand side, when he came on when he swapped positions with who did he swap for again?
Saka.
ESR, yeah, Saka. He looked really good in that position because he knew what he was doing. So he
Yep.
looked really good for me. And I was
Absolutely.
really
Let's rattle through the rest of the big moments in the match, or some of them, before we come to more of your videos. Then Robbie will be joining us very soon as well. We've got super chat. Rye says, Rye25, happy Gunner with the result tonight. Arteta game management and lineup was spot on, as there was protection. Yeah, we mentioned that, didn't we? And Nketiah and El Neni were immense. They absolutely were. Xhaka too. I'm going to keep saying it because everyone gets on me when I get on Xhaka for some of his mistakes, whatever. Today he was flawless and a big reason why we won. The Werner equaliser, just bad luck.
really, really harsh. Like, it went through.
Could Ramsdale do a bit better? I always feel like when it trickles into the near post, I'm like...
It did trickle in, but I think what was really difficult is the fact that it went through, I think, 3 defenders, and it kind of ricocheted off, I think, Holding as the last defender. So I think it was really, really harsh. And at that moment, we was in the studio, Robbie was saying the same thing. It's just, could we not hold on for a bit longer? But it was a good shot. Unfortunately, he kind of went through 3 players and he just kind of like reacted really late. He could have done a bit better, but I mean, at the end of the day, we won, so we can kind of spare his blushes a bit with that.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got some clips to go through because we've got Robbie in the building, and I really want to talk about this Smith Rowe goal with him as well. But Leah, big thank you for joining. Let's hear what everyone's saying.
Hey guys, this is Lee from Zimbabwe. Wow, what a game. Honestly speaking, I thought we were still going to lose the game even when we went 3-2, because that's how low my confidence is right now concerning this Arsenal team. But credit to the boys, they held their own. And you know what? Don't want to be the guy that sees the glass half empty. Credit to Mikel Arteta and Eddie. Man, what a game from the youngster. Just hope he keeps up these performances. Man, we can breathe, man. We can breathe. All the best to us for the rest of the season, man. I am elated. I still can't believe what I have watched, but man, so happy, man. Yeah, Gunners, yeah.
Big up AFTV. This is Nick from Florida. Hey, look, bro, what is this season? I don't know what to make of this season, man. Like, it's just been the most roller coaster, up and down of a season. I mean, well, I guess it's mostly been pretty good. I mean, obviously we've had some really low moments, but you know, when you really stop and think about it, yeah, I think there is a lot of, you know, progress and stuff being made. And you know, look, all of our problems are down to just lack of depth, you know. I mean, that's really all it is. I mean, I do think Arteta is the right guy. You know, I think our system is really good, and yeah, I think it's just the lack of depth. And like, again, we always talk about these young players being inconsistent. Like, they're going to be inconsistent, especially when you have, you know, we don't have a lot of senior players. So when you take out Thomas Partey, who is one of our main senior players, obviously it's going to be inconsistent. But you know, let's just hope we can ride this and be consistent for another 6 games now. Come on, you Gunners.
This is Sammy, all the way from Swaziland, Swatini, down South Africa. I'm just happy. I'm very, very happy with the wonderful performance from our team. Special credit to Arteta for the change of the squad. When I looked at the lineup, I wasn't thinking that the performance is going to be coming like this. And then there's great performance from Saka, great goals from Eddie Nketiah. Cedric Soares came in and he also did a very beautiful performance. I just want to say congratulations to the team and keep trying to take us back to the top 4. We really need Champions League football. Thank you.
Hey, it's Max here from Richmond, Virginia, showing you guys some love. Yo, big ups to the Arsenal. What a game. You know, Eddie Nketiah stepping up, Xhaka looking good, the experience with El Neni as well. Just wonder, where was this the past 3 games? But very, very happy with Arsenal. Top 4 still in our sights. And yeah, man, just feels great to be an Arsenal fan. And love you guys over at AFTV, man. Much love from here in the States.
What's up, guys? Javi from the US here. This game perfectly summarizes Arsenal's season, doesn't it? an up and down roller coaster of a match with some moments of madness and then some moments of brilliance. Ridiculous. And of course, Arsenal love to give you that hope, don't they? Lose 3 in a row, only to go away at the bridge and get all 3 points. I hate this club. I hate how much I love it. That's the reality. But listen, Arteta deserves a lot of praise today. Some very, very big decisions down to the lineup, the formation, the tactics. And you know what? He got it all spot on, including when to switch it up and when to bring in the subs. Spot on. Nketiah, big him up. He's not the answer to our striking problems, but he delivered when called upon in a very, very big moment. Tavares, however, just still showing how raw he is and how his lack of composure on the ball, it's crazy sometimes. You know, he kind of like reminds me of a horse with blinders. Like when he goes on a run, this guy does not look to the sides. I think we should improve on him, but if Arteta can work on him and just teach him some better decision making, then maybe we got to play there, because I do think he has a physicality for this league. Apart from that, though, let's not get carried away. You know, we're level on points now. This gives us confidence, but it's going to take us being at our best and Spurs being Spursy if we actually want to get into that top 4. And it starts with a win against Man United.
Going to take us being at our best and Spurs being Spursy. I think there's definitely a ring of...
He's a good talker, isn't he, that
yeah,
Harvey?
Harvey's
You've got
class,
Harvey here in the studio, but...
Yeah.
Might have to swap him, man. He just gave me the middle finger. Hey, what's going on?
He's definitely getting replaced now.
Well, you know what? You see what? You see tonight, it's all forgiven. It's all forgiven, Harvey. Yeah, you're good. You're good, Harvey, man. Yeah, because you know what? We just went to Stamford Bridge and we stuffed them 4-2. Matisse, all you Chelsea lot out there. I'll tell you, hey,
I'm getting.
I was just waiting till the game finished. I was just waiting till the game finished, right? Because I'm telling you, man, you see this phone later up. This is lighting up. All these Chelsea. Where's Sophie? Every game, Sophie's sending me messages. Hey, listen, man. I ain't ready. I'm going in on them, man. That was a very, very good win by Arsenal today. I had a feeling before the game.
No,
I don't know what it was. Yeah. I don't know what it was. I just felt that after 3 defeats in a row, there has to be a reaction. We've been asking the question, do they want it? How much do you want this top 4? Right? And the last 3 games, I think in particular, the previous 2 games, Crystal Palace and Brighton, to me, I looked at those performances, I was like, you don't want it. The Southampton game, I'm like, they put a lot of effort in. We just did not have that clinical killer up front. But then... Eddie Nketiah tonight, brilliant.
Yeah, he was brilliant. Just very quickly, you said you're forgiving Harvey. What happened to your non-negotiables?
No, it's tonight. He gets forgiven.
Oh, wow.
After that result, I'm buzzing. Lee Judges just rung me. He's buzzing.
Has he?
Ty called me up. He's buzzing. You know, no, it's a fantastic.
Football is football, isn't it?
Yeah, and it puts us back in the race. That was our game in hand. And a lot of people thought, you know, a lot of people always saying, oh, well, yeah, well, you got your game in hand. Your game in hand's against Chelsea away. And we've actually gone and won that one, and then we blew the other ones.
Imagine that
we should have won. And really and truly, after the last 3 defeats, we shouldn't even be in the race.
Yeah.
But the fact that we're still in the race, I'm glad that those players really turned up today and said to themselves, well, you know what? Maybe we're a little bit fortunate to still be in it. We saw Man United lose last night. We got to go and do our business. And they did it.
Yeah.
And it sets up the game for Man United nicely at the weekend.
Absolutely does. Super chat from Bayano says, I'm absolutely buzzing. The energy is lit. Right now, big up Eddie. Big up Rob Holding, El Nenny. They're outstanding. Big up AFTV. Much love. Thank you very much, Bayano.
El Nenny tonight, I thought. You know,
superb.
As a guy that's like, I can't remember the last time he played.
Yeah.
It would have been surely back in January or something, because
I don't even think we saw him then. Because
I've seen him play more for Egypt than I have played for Arsenal in the African Cup of Nations, and I thought he was outstanding today. He did a lot of the dirty work, you know what I mean? At times he was there in the box defending like a centre-back.
Yeah.
And then, you know, when he was getting the ball in the midfield, he looked after it, you know. I thought he had a really, really good performance.
He was immense.
One thing about that guy, he never lets down the manager when the manager puts him in there. You know what I mean? We know he's not Thiago that we saw in the midfield for Liverpool last night, but he can do a job, and I thought he did really, really well today. And Xhaka.
Yeah.
Xhaka nutmegging, man.
What a performance.
Do you see when he nutmegged it? And then there was another time when he played like, I don't know if you remember that one, in the first half where he played a little chip ball into the box.
Oh yeah, to Gabriel. Yeah, he fired it across goal. Yeah,
where Gabriel.
No at the time. Yeah.
I go, is that Ben White? And that Xhaka?
Yeah.
No, he played very well today, and all round a fantastic team performance. We've seen performances like that from Arsenal in the run that we put together before we lost those 3 games. We've been seeing that,
but never against a team that good.
Right,
and they are good. And I know I've seen Chelsea fans already saying, Tuchel messed with it around. Listen, this is a team that, went to Madrid and won, put 6 past Southampton, put their place in the FA Cup final and the Carabao Cup final, won the Champions League last season. I hate reeling off all this stuff, but it is true, and I'm trying to make a point about how good they are.
Actually, James, when you look on it, right, they've been on form, right? Even though they went,
and they always rotate, by the way, always. That's not a new thing. That today they didn't have their first 11. They always rotate,
but they've been on form. Yeah. They've been on form. They've won their. Even though they got knocked out by Madrid, they actually went to Madrid and won the game. Don't forget that. Then they beat Southampton 6-0, right? And then they won in the FA Cup 2-0. They can't say it's not a tiredness thing because we've both played games at the weekend. It's just that Arsenal were the better team tonight. You know what I mean? They were getting done at the back with Christensen. They switched out at half time. It's still 2-2.
Yeah.
Still went on to score 2 more goals. I just think Arsenal were a better team today. They had more energy, and just really deserved that victory.
Absolutely, they did. Let's talk about our second goal. I shouted, everyone saying that we should just get rid, should be ashamed of themselves. I say it slightly tongue-in-cheek in the euphoria of the goal. But did we not see the good and the bad? Ben White for the Azpilicueta goal, he's trying to look after it, play it in, we lose it, Azpilicueta equalises. I question Ramsdale's involvement in that, but anyway. But the Smith Rowe goal is why when you do play out the back and they've tried to press you and you play through their front line, their midfield, suddenly you're running at their defence, the space can open up and Smith Rowe can score a goal like that.
Yeah, and what a fantastic finish.
Amazing finish.
You know what? You look at a goal like that and it looks pretty straightforward, his finish. But what he did is he just took it as soon as it come to him, just instinctive first time. That's why the keeper had no chance, because
it's true.
It's just slide ruled into the corner, and because he did it first time, no chance for the keeper to react. And a fantastic finish by him. And it was great. But I mean, I must admit, I wasn't. I was one of them Rosette guys at that time.
No. Listen, I think we all, The
reason I was being like that is because we went 1-0 up, then straight away give away a stupid goal.
Sure.
By giving the ball away. 2-0 up, we do the same thing again. So I was kind of after that, let's just try and manage the game a bit more.
Yeah.
I mean, look after the ball a bit. But listen,
they were brave tonight.
It was brilliant. Yeah, brave football. And as I said, we've played like that a lot of times this season. And when you play like that, you can get your rewards, and it was brave football. And we scored some great goals.
No, we did. Let's talk about, just briefly touch on it, the Azpilicueta equalised to make it 2-2. What a night he had, by the way.
This man's trying to fight his own fans.
Really strange, wasn't it? I don't know what that's about.
He's calling out his own fans.
I'm all for players sort of sticking up to fans if they're sort of giving you verbal. It looked very weird. Anyway,
it looked weird. Mind you, you don't know what the fans said to him.
That's the thing. You don't know what was said to him.
Until you know what the fans said to him. But it did. I was thinking to myself, we might see another. It was all them years ago, wasn't it? It was
not Di Canio.
Not Di Canio. Man United.
Oh! I forgot Cantona.
Cantona.
Sorry, it wasn't Di Canio.
I was like, he's going to go in and throw a kung fu kick. Cobra Kai.
We avoided that. Thankfully, that didn't happen. Quickly, I don't want to do the blame game, but I think we've got to just talk about where that went wrong. Was it White losing the ball? Was it Tavares not tracking Azpilicueta? Was it Ramsdale beating the front post? Bit of all of it, I don't know.
Or was it the referee not seeing that there should have been a free kick? Right, because I don't know. I have to look at it again.
Controversially, I didn't think it was a foul. Actually,
I thought Ben White was kicked. Right, in the build up to that, and the referee didn't give it. I thought the referee was pretty poor today. I have to say, I thought he was poor. How Sarr stayed on the pitch.
How Sarr and then the Mount. But I want to get to those because they're worth a real chat.
But I think Tavares could possibly have done a bit better. Again, for the keeper, I think it's a difficult one because he's taken first. The ball's whipped in, and it's a good finish by Aspilicueta. It takes it first time. You're not stopping those.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I'd have to look back at
Let
it.
us know in the comment section. I thought he was just a little bit no man's land.
I didn't at the time think that Ramsdale could save that.
Yeah.
To be honest.
No, look, I'm always quite muted in my criticism of keepers because while I always say, like, I've played football, I've played it, I'm a competent player, but I've never been a goalkeeper. And I think you can play at a low level and have an opinion about certain things in a game. When I've never been a goalkeeper, it's hard to know what those moments are like, even at a much lower level.
I don't know. I'd have to see it again. I remember at the time, I didn't think it was. I wasn't like, oh, Ramsdale should have got. I felt. I just felt that Tavares was he got the run on him Aspilicueta. So
well, that was 2-2, and that saw us through to half time. And on that note, we're going to read this super chat from Daniel saying, winning against United will make this win worth it. I fully agree, and I want to touch on that at the end. We've got some clips coming in as well. The number appears on screen. Do send your videos in. The Red Journey says Eddie Lewandowski and Mohamed Vieira. Why don't we head off into the clips on that? Love it. Hey, I called him Thierry Henry. So who's the laughing stock?
I feel so. I'm very happy for him because he's got a lot of stick. And it's been well documented that we've hardly scored any goals. I mean, our strikers don't score. And he's been a bit unfortunate. He gets a lot of it, and me included. I've been like, Eddie is he clinical enough? But it's difficult when you come up for like 15 minutes in a game, 20 minutes here. One chance falls to you. It is difficult. I was glad to see him start the game today. I said at the start of the game, I want to see him start. I thought he played all right against Southampton. I couldn't understand what people said.
No, I agree. I thought the criticism was harsh.
He had lots of energy. He just didn't get no service. So to me, when a lot of people were saying Martinelli should start, I was like, well, Martinelli started against Southampton, and I actually thought he had quite a poor game. And so I thought it was the right decision to start Eddie, and he answered the call. He answered the call, and the manager will be happy with the display that he put in, because I think he would have got a lot of stick had he have not scored tonight.
Yeah,
so.
I agree. Let's go to the clips.
Hey, my name is Shirtaz from United States, Texas. I would like to ask just one question to each and every one of you out there. Can we celebrate now? Are we allowed to celebrate today, or people have problem on that? Thank you.
What's up, Arsenal Fan TV? Smack Ripper here from sunny Gran Canaria. Man, we needed that. Man, that was good. That was good. Eddie Nketiah, it feels like he came of age there tonight. Pity he might be off. But man, that glass is still half full. Telling you guys, got some tough fixtures, but we are a tricky team. We can pull us out of the bag. Spurs United, those are the two for me. Those are two big games that's going to decide everything. There's going to be points dropped by us and other teams, but those two fixtures right there hold the key. Come on, Arsenal.
What a win. What a win. Hey, this is Mikael from Jamaica. Like, that first half was just a bunch of emotions, put together, both negative and positive. But at the end of the day, we come out victorious. 3 losses on the bones. So listen, I wanted 3 points today, regardless of how we got it. And yes, majority of those goals were sloppy, but I'll take it. It's been 2 weeks of just getting bantered, and you're just feeling depressed because this is what a team does to you when you love the team. But I'll take the win. Very good play very good performance from Eddie. El Neni was good. Xhaka was good. I think the defense. I'm not sure what's really going on, but I'll take the win. Come on, you Gunners.
Had to come out of my house and take a moment because I'm just lost for words. That's how I thought we was gonna lose tonight. I'll be real. I'll keep it real as a gunner. Thought we was gonna lose tonight, but big up to everyone that believed in that we could get something at Chelsea, because I didn't believe it. But yeah, Arsenal, we move on.
Nah, today's been a beautiful day. It's been a beautiful day. I'm so happy. Xhaka and Lenny, Saka, Smith Rowe, Nketiah. They did their thing today. I'm happy. Saturday, we go again. Ramsdale looking a little bit shaky in the goal, not gonna lie. But I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied today.
We got Super Mika Tata. He knows exactly what we need. Carrying at the back, got me in attack, all the way to the Champions League. What an amazing game! El Nini. The way El Nini turns up during big matches is unreal. It's unreal. Everything was perfect. Everything was perfect. If we carry this performance up to Manchester, not even up to when Man U come to our home, if we carry up this performance to Man U, there's no way we'll fold them up. Come on, you Gunners!
We're back. Sorry, I was enjoying.
Love his enthusiasm there. I wonder if he was singing that last week after Southampton, that song.
No, I hear that.
But no, you know what I mean. Listen,
speaking of Mick Arteta, I'm calling him Mick now. Here's this quote.
I mate Mick.
Arteta, I said to them, to the boys, obviously, if you want to play Champions League football, you have to come to places like this and win. Look, we know that's true. We know we want him to say that, but it's quite bold of him to come out and say, you know, that's the aim. And I said to them, you've got to come here and do the business, and they did.
Well, listen, that's exactly what I said when I sort of first come on. I said, you know, how much do they want it?
Yeah.
I'm glad that he said that to them, because I was just thinking to myself, somebody needs to sit those players down and say, yo, do you understand? How much do you guys want this?
Yeah.
We've got a great opportunity to get into the top four, and it'd be fantastic to do it. I saw another quote from Arteta a couple of days ago where he said it would be a game changer.
Mm-hmm.
It is. The calibre of players you can sign.
Yeah.
I saw Darwin Núñez.
Yeah.
He's been linked with Newcastle.
Yeah.
And apparently he said to Newcastle, yeah, you know, I know you can give me the money and that, but I want Champions League football.
Mm-hmm.
So if those are and that's the calibre of player, I really want to see us going after that type of player. Mm-hmm. They ain't coming if you're not in the Champions League. Yeah. They want that Champions League football. So if we can offer them Champions League, if we can get into, I think the Champions League would be, I've heard people say things like, well, what's the point in being it anyway? We get smashed every week. We wouldn't. You know, Villarreal are in the semi-final. Right? I'm not saying we get to the semi-final, but what it is, it's part of the building process. It's part of getting back there. You want to be playing at that elite level.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be, you know, and you want to attract the best players. So it would be, I mean, we've got to get back into Europe per se, but if we could get into the Champions League, and I think we've got a great opportunity now. It's still going to be tough.
Mm-hmm.
We're level points with Tottenham now.
Mm-hmm.
It might come down to that game when we play them. It might be just that teams slip up and stuff like that again, but we've been given a massive incentive. We go in now on Saturday and we play Man United. Man United are coming from the place where we've just come from for this game, where they've had, you know, a really bad defeat. We had 3 on the bounce. They had an unconvincing game against Norwich. They've had a bad defeat. Everybody's on their case. Every United fan slagging them off. Every expert is saying this is not the United I know. They're going to want to come to the Emirates and do what we did at Chelsea, which is, you know, turn everybody's opinion around. But the confidence with Arsenal now must be riding high.
You think?
The confidence is going to be back with the fans. So the fans are going to be back on board with that game after that Chelsea performance, because I can tell you, as you can see there, as you can see from the videos that people have sent in and from the chat, everybody's buzzing.
Yeah.
And if we can beat Manchester United, Tottenham have to go to Brentford. That's not an easy game. Brentford have been playing really, really well this season. They've turned over a lot of big teams there, right? It puts the pressure on Tottenham, and that's what we want to be doing. We want to put the pressure on them. And then we've got another tough game away at West Ham.
Yep.
But, you know, if you can go to Stamford Bridge and win, you can go to West Ham and win. You know what I mean? That's how I look on it. So the confidence that that's going to give, Mikel Arteta's right. You want to win, you want to get into the Champions League, these are the type of places you've got to come to and win. So it was a game-changing win.
Absolutely.
Got to follow it up though.
SKL says Xhaka reminded me of the Xhaka who almost single-handedly defeated France at the Euros. He was absolutely superb today. Let's go through.
that was Switzerland Xhaka.
It
to
really
be fair
was,
to him, the last few games he's played well.
Look, he's actually been good all season, to be honest.
Well,
no,
I think he's been good for the majority of the season. What upset me was the sending offs.
Sure.
And the ill discipline earlier on in the
I've
season.
just decided to write them off at this point.
Yeah, if you take that out, when he's been on the pitch, he's, but earlier on in the season, I felt that sort of indiscipline, I remember the Liverpool one and some of this, that cost us a bit, So you have to take the whole season. But since January, I think he's been good.
Yeah, immense tonight. Let's go through the big moments of that second half, starting with the Nketiah, his second goal, our third, regains the lead. And it came from, look, you can talk about the kind of the endeavour he showed and the kind of bit of luck and fortune. But listen, the flicked finish is instinctive and it's impressive, to be honest. Tavares plays a lovely pass into him as well, picks him out. Tavares, I thought, had some sloppy moments, but I thought had a good game. They came from Arsenal wanting to be on the front foot and up the pitch again. And Nketiah, again, like I said with the first one, it's a pretty typical Nketiah goal, just being in the right place and making sure he gets the shot on goal, and he scored.
Yeah, he got a little lucky with the way it sort of bounced around a bit, but instinctive finish. It's what you want your striker to do.
Yeah.
Really, really good goal by Nketiah. I was really impressed by it.
Let me ask you, Mason Mount.
I thought
was he lucky to escape a red card? I've seen some suggestions he got away with it a little bit on the first one on Tavares, but I wasn't sure whether the contact was really there.
Yeah,
the second one on Cedric, though.
The first one, the second one, I think he got away because it's Mason Mount.
You think?
I think if that's Granit Xhaka, I know we say that a lot.
He's not known for that,
right?
Mount.
If that's Granit Xhaka, he's gone.
Yeah.
Right. I was shocked the VAR didn't look at that and say, "Oh no, terrible tackle." That's a season-ending tackle, and he was very, very lucky to get away with that.
But why, Robbie? Why they got on with the game really quickly? So either VAR saw it and quickly went, "That's fine." But I've got to ask, why they're not taking more time, but ultimately why they've come to the decision they've come to. I mean, it's blatant, because do you know why I always judge with this?
It's not a clear and obvious, according to them. But to me, that's clear and obvious that, I'm not blaming. I didn't think the referee was very good at all in the game, but I can see where a referee can miss that type of one. That's where, because he's got a yellow card, so he's just thinking it's just like he's gone in. But when you see the actual replay and you see where he's come right on his ankle, down on it, it's dangerous. It doesn't matter. People need to remember with these things, it's not a matter of you didn't mean it. It's not that. It's like out of control, dangerous. That was out of control. That was dangerous. Should have went.
I think when you're watching these back, you can go for a ball and then not make it in time because the other player's too quick, right? That's what football is. It's skill, it's pace, it's all that, right? So you don't quite get there, but if you make the impact with the side of your foot and you clash with their ankle and you've kind of almost side foot kicked them, you could forgive that. But this was very much a downward action, studs first. So if he'd won the ball, he's landing on top. I can't believe that they didn't do anything.
It's no debate. It's red.
Yeah, agreed.
You made some Mount. Golden boy got offered it.
Decision that did go our way was the penalty late in the game. We'll talk about Saka, who stepped up and put it away. But Azpilicueta, there was some debate at first in the studio a little bit about what we were saying. About stone wall for me. Absolutely stone wall for me.
Saka is trying to move to get to go for a ball and he's holding him.
Yeah.
He's got him like that. He's got him.
Yeah.
And then he's dragged him to the ground. I don't know what he's complaining about.
I do think Saka's gone down easily, but what I'd say, just let me land. What I'd say is, Saka's made the run into the box and Azpilicueta's holding him. That's the foul. That's where the penalty and the foul is given. Later on, when the ball comes behind, then Saka goes down. He's pulled the referee's attention to it. He's been clever. The foul was there. He didn't dive. Dive is when there's no contact.
Holding, he's like, he's holding him like he's dancing with him.
It's
holding him round the waist. And listen, it's a penalty. I think the referee got that one spot on.
Yeah.
You know, because had he have not done that, Saka could have been in to score a goal.
Yeah.
You know, for a cross,
Yeah.
he could be there, you know. But he saw the movement, he saw that he was wrong side of him, grabbed hold of him.
I loved seeing the Arsenal players' reaction as well. Clearly, Azpilicueta wasn't happy. We saw from after the game he was very riled up by something.
He's trying to fight his own fans.
Well, Gabriel straight in there. A lot of players kind of there to defend Saka. Saka held his own and then tucked away the penalty. You know, when I spent a lot of tactical insight, and then today talking about young players and the dependence on them. I loved seeing them thrive, knowing that there was a base of, you know, Xhaka and Elneny behind, experience, you know, and Cedric can come on, and Rob Holding coming in, and there was a little bit of experience around them, but the players rose to the challenge as well. And what a penalty from Saka.
Yeah, I think the senior players stepped up today, so big up to them.
Mm-hmm.
But so did, you know, all the goals were made in Hale End.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It was all.
You're right.
All,
do you know
all
what?
the,
Actually, you're right. Yeah.
All the goals are made in Hale End, man. It's all guys that have come through the academy. The academy guys must be really proud. And what a big moment. Saka stepping up to take that penalty. Let's not forget what happened when he took that penalty for England and missed it, and the stick he got and the abuse he got, which was disgusting. And the fact that every ground he goes to, you know, you got fans singing at him, you let your country down and all stuff like that.
Yeah.
So for him to show the balls to say, no, give me the ball, I'll take the penalty, I got fouled, I ain't scared, I'm going to take it. He knows that if he scores that penalty, he's going to win the game. He knows that if he misses that penalty, they could go down the other end, and you know, it's a big penalty, and he took it brilliantly.
Yeah, he absolutely did. I had 3 names down: Xhaka, Elneny, and one more. We've spoken about the 2 I've just mentioned, but Rob Holding also came in, having not played as much.
Played well.
What a performance! Just before we go to the clips and hear round off on what everyone's saying and feeling, Rob Holding as well. We've got to mention him.
Yeah, no, Rob Holding played very well today. Again, you know, a guy who come in, didn't let the team down. I think at the start of the game he had a couple of little sloppy moments.
Yeah.
But that's understandable, isn't it, if you haven't played for a long time. But after that, he was immense.
I thought he was the better of the 3 centre-backs, actually, although they all stood up to be counted.
Yeah, he was. And remember that time when he outpaced, who did he outpace?
Werner tried to knock it beyond
Yeah,
it.
I was like,
the one
woof.
thing Werner's really renowned for is his pace.
Yeah, and you know what he did is he didn't necessarily outpace Werner, but what he did, he got in front of him.
Yeah.
And just used his, you know, that was very, very good defending. And I thought Rob Holding had a very, very good game. Again, a guy who's not really played much recently.
Yeah.
Stepping up when called upon. Loved that.
Yeah.
Loved that.
Absolutely. I tweeted at one point saying the real test was whether the Holding 3-5-2 could hold on for 75 minutes and not 20. But in fairness, after we settled at half time,
remember earlier on in the season, I know these guys, Lukaku's off form, but you know, he was so ordinary today. He didn't get a sniff off of
rubbish.
You know, Holding and any of them guys today. So it was a great performance by Rob Holding.
Absolutely. Guys, keep sending in your clips. Actually, sorry, I lied. I don't know why I said that, because these are the final ones. Don't send in your clips, but do keep coming back to full time and send your clips after games. We are going to go through the final super chats, hear what you're saying in the video you're sending, and smash a like on this video. I'm getting tired because I'm just fumbling my words now, Robbie. Maybe I hand the reins over to you.
I could talk about this game all night.
You know you could. You could. Yeah, that is true.
The production team looking at me saying, I could go to bed too.
last trains and all. Right, let's go through the clips, guys. Let's hear what you're saying.
What's up, Arsenal? Back to winning ways. Lovely, right? I miss it. I'm going to enjoy this win against Chelsea. Some Chelsea fans have been talking smack, you know, but yeah, this is the best way to shut them up. So, Nuno back in his place. I think Arteta finally figured it out. Play left back at left back. Play Xhaka as a centre mid. Simple. It's not too difficult. Don't play Cedric and Nuno at the same time. You can't do that. You need some defensive cover. You saw how far forward Cedric was. And finally, you know, the word on Lokonga, who was on the bench, I think that he should still be playing. He didn't have the protection that they had today. They had 3 centre backs behind him, behind Elneny and Xhaka, and Elneny had Xhaka to support him, which he didn't have. And Tavares is really, really high working. You know, he runs back and forth. That helps a lot, you know. So, great going, Gunners.
Big up AFTV. Sorry, watching AFTV while I'm doing AFTV. Kind of an exceptional moment. Honestly, I'm so confused because it was an incredible performance, and where the game has gone to the past three, I have no idea. But to turn up at Chelsea's ground and actually do the business in the business end of the season is actually incredible. And I mean, bold move from Arteta, formation, holding in, Ben White right back, and a decent performance. And where Nketiah brought this out is phenomenal, because he doesn't do this all season, but he does this in the Chelsea game, which I find hilarious because did the double them last season and now doing this season. But good result, good stuff. And to be honest, I'm a bit pessimistic. I still think Tottenham have fourth place, but with where everything's going now, God knows, man. God knows.
Come on, you Gunners. It's Danny from America. I couldn't believe it. When Nketiah scored that first goal, I was completely shaking. Now, I want to focus on the positives, but I have to address the negatives. That was one of the poorest defensive performances we've had in the last 5 games, easily. Even if we didn't win the last few games, the defense was so bad. Chelsea made us pay for a few of our mistakes, and that's why they scored. But if they made us pay for all of our mistakes, they would have won the game. That being said, I haven't seen us play so well offensively in the last 3 games. That was an incredible performance. I don't know if every player just needs to do an interview, because that seems to be incredible. Like, everybody that's poor performing, just please put out a YouTube short interview, 50 minutes, and come back for Man United.
What a massive game Arsenal played today, guys. It's really, I'm speechless. I'm speechless. To win such a game against Chelsea, the European champion, and in Stamford Bridge, this is a great game. After 3 defeats, we went through a hard time through the previous games. The intense that we showed through the game, the way that we was defending in the back, all is a massive. Really, I'm speechless today. Also, the way that we play today, the formation, the tactics. This is how we can excel for now. We know that this is the Arsenal right now. We cannot play an attacking game. So the best thing that Arteta did today is counting on the counter attacks that we did through the left wing and right wing also. Shout out to Nketiah today. He showed that he should be the main striker for Arsenal. Although Saka, Smith Rowe, they performed very well. The defense, how White was performing, really, it's such a massive game. I wish to see the same formation for the coming games. And come on, Arsenal.
Come on, you Gunners. Just a question for y'all. What color is London right now? Come on. Marcos from the USA here. I wanted to send my gratitude to AFTV. What a match. Unbelievable play. And come on, ML Smith Rowe. What a player. I've been saying this over and over again. The young guys need a chance. Except for me, Eddie Nketiah. Everybody knows how I feel about this man. Big up to Turkish. I think he's right about that in a recent interview with those guys about quality. The quality is where we needed. And not only that, but the consistent quality. So anyways, much love to y'all. We're going to do this. Come on, Champions League.
Hi all Arsenal fans, this is my son Ian. We played really well today and we have to stick by our team. Who do you think who played well today? Which player?
Saka.
Saka? And how about Emil Smith Rowe?
He played good also.
Okay, great. We are so happy, so excited. We are following the team today. We watched it together and it was a great match. Come on Arsenal, let's keep it up and win against Manchester United. And who is our best enemy? Who is our worst enemy?
Tottenham.
We have to beat Tottenham, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Hey! Come on, Gunners. From Chile, South America. Every time Rob Holdings and El Neni plays, I really feel like... Oh. But today... great. Come on, Gunners. Be together. Come on.
Big up to all you Gooners around the world. Young
Around
Gooners.
the world, man.
Young
That's
Gunners as
incredible.
well there. It's amazing.
Like a guy all the way from Chile, man. Big up, man. You know what I mean? Like, listen, I love this. I love this show, man. You know what I mean? Because, you know, so many fans come on from this country, but around the world as well. You know, they've got so much knowledge.
Yeah,
they
amazing.
love their team just like how we love it. We right here. And, so from Chile, fantastic, man. You know what I mean? And
Class.
yeah, you know what I mean? I'm glad that everyone's buzzing, man. I think the fans deserve that. The last 3 games has been really depressing. We were all starting to doubt. And a win like that lifts us all again.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Lifts us all back up. And, you know, I'm absolutely buzzing.
Me
I can't
too.
wait for that Man United game now.
I know. That's the
can't
thing.
wait. I wish
I'm
it was
ready for it
tomorrow.
now. In fact, I want to end asking about the United game, the top 4 race. I'm just gonna. These are my thoughts, just very briefly. Tonight's win. I'm euphoric. I'm delighted. I'm enjoying it. A little bit tongue in cheek, the whole Granit Xhaka, all that Thierry Henry. But I'm very much enjoying this for what it was tonight. Being our London rivals, a very, very good side. I'm delighted. If we beat United on Saturday, then I'll start to get hopeful again for top 4. The reason I'm not yet is because this only leans more into the inconsistency of Arsenal. Don't get me wrong, I'm delighted. They've shown they can do it, but it's just kind of typical, isn't it? I can't have confidence in a side this inconsistent. But stick to a similar system. Stick to the players who delivered tonight. If we go and win against United,
We need that system against United.
well, maybe not, but there were times today when I said earlier in the show where it was more a back 4, where White was right back and stuff. If it is a bit more that, and I don't know, I guess my point is if we beat United, then I'll start to really feel like maybe the tables are turning again on top 4, because Spurs will have 3 tricky games and we'll be 6 clear of United. But we've got to follow it up now.
I think what
We've
happens
got to follow it up.
I think if we beat United, it kind of eliminates them out of the top 4. I really do feel that. I mean,
We're them still to play Chelsea and
yeah, mathematically they still have a chance, but I think that would be a very bad. You know, I think they'd be out of it, right? So then it would come down to a shootout between us and Tottenham, and then it's who can be the most consistent out of the 2 teams from now till the end of the season. The way we played today, if we play like that, we can beat Man United because it's not just the Liverpool result. Man United have been playing poorly for a very long time this season. They've been getting results a lot of times because of individual brilliance of their players, whereas we've been more consistent as a team the way we played. So that was the encouraging thing about the performance today, is that returned, that team performance returned today. Still a little bit worrying about some of the defending earlier on. We did still concede 2 goals. And, you know, if Cristiano Ronaldo's playing, you know, he's an absolute quality player. Simple as that. And he can punish us. So, and United are going to be a wounded animal.
Yeah.
You know? So let's not just think that's going to be a straightforward win. But I think right now, if United are playing to their best and we're playing to our best, based off of this season, not based off of personnel, based off of how we played, I think we'll beat them. And it's a huge opportunity at home to really, I mean, you know, I just think it could be a game-changing result again if we can beat United and we're really back on track and the momentum could be back. It's all about momentum, isn't it?
It absolutely is. Amit with the super chat says Tuchel blaming the pitch is poor. It's his own pitch, not like an away game. Love the positivity today, guys. He did. He said the pitch didn't suit them or something. Tuchel guys, we're going to round it. You've got him going now. We're gonna round it off there.
Man. I love that one.
Thomas Tuchel, bloody hell.
No. Buzzing, man. Buzzing. Listen, I can't wait for that game on Saturday. That game now is 12:30. It's absolutely huge. They have to win.
Yeah.
Man United have to win that game. Obviously we have to win, but United have to win. And then if we can win that game, put some pressure on Tottenham, who then got to go to Brentford the next day. put a bit of pressure on them. Let them, they lost their last
Not
game,
even the next day. It's only a couple hours later, so it's a chance.
Is it 5:30?
Yeah, so it's a chance at a hammer
okay.
blow to just be like, there you go. We've just gone and beaten Chelsea in their backyard, United as well. What have you got? That would
puts a bit of fear into Tottenham, didn't it?
Sends a message.
Yeah, because
Absolutely
if we can,
sends a message.
they'll be looking and thinking, they lost their last 3 games, but then they had their setback. But if they see us go and beat Chelsea and United, they'll be like, ooh, because a lot of fans were sort of saying, well, this run that we've got coming up,
We mustn't forget the pitch was wet, Thomas Tuchel. Right, I'm leaving it there. I'm off, guys. A big thank you. Let us know in the comment section.
Big up, Black Kid. I love that.
Where are you with top 4? I'll leave it as simple as that. Where are you with it? Because this team, man, oh my word.
Let me tell you something, right? Whatever happens, I can't wait for the season to be over, man, because I don't think my heart can take much more. The way the stuff that this team's put us through this season.
Yeah.
Just to get top 4 and then go on holiday would be brilliant.
Wouldn't that be class? Hey, I've just heard Arsenal are going to America this summer, so there we go. We can all enjoy
Florida.
that.
Yeah.
Big love to all of you guys from around the world who sent in your videos, and everyone who's tuned in and sent their comments as well. Smash a like if you did enjoy this full-time show. We've got big plans for it as well for the rest of this season and going into next season. Check out all the content because we're straight back in it from tomorrow. Live shows, all the content ahead of United, still reacting and enjoying this one. There's lots to come. It's a busy week on
Invincible
AFTV.
podcast in the morning. So we're going to be doing it.
I
think we're going live with that.
There you go.
And we've got Flex from United View on that as well, previewing the United game, and of course looking back at the Chelsea game as well. So make sure you don't want to miss that. And I can tell you, as if Lee Judges can talk, because he rang me up earlier. And he's like, Robbie, I got ya. He's lost his voice.
I bet he has.
He said
I've got Forever Arsenal with him at 9 a.m. tomorrow. So there we go. Guys, thank you very much. Well done, Arsenal. 4-2 winners at Stamford Bridge. It's top 4 back on. Cheers, guys.
Back. So as you know, guys, this is it, bro. We're on our way to Nigeria. Lagos. Here we come. AFTV is coming.
Yes, I am very, very happy. I'm excited. Very happy to be taking some people back home, Some people that took 3 flights to their home in Ibadan. I'm about to tell them how many flights they're about to take. So I'm very, very happy. Very happy.
So Ty, come on, man. You must be excited. Your first time in Nigeria.
Ty, do you even have a passport?
Well,